Hi everyone, and welcome to this edition of Comet Conversation. And today's program is centered around our music program here with the Amherst Schools. And we are joined by Chris Barbero, our band director, Davis and Jan, orchestra director, and Eric Watts, our choral director. And first of all, gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much for being here. And as you are well aware, we are very blessed to have a very, very strong music program here in Amherst. And obviously, music is a big part of a well-rounded, high-quality educational experience. And if you could maybe just share with our viewers why it is that music is so important to our educational program.
I think two real unique things that you get in the music program. One of them is the camaraderie and the teamwork that's developed in an ensemble, a large group. Take concert choir, for instance, about 70 students all working together towards a unified goal, and day in and day out working together and chipping away to make improvements. Really is a unique thing in the classroom. You don't see that in other places. It helps students to build interpersonal communication skills, leadership skills, how to resolve conflict, things of that nature. And another piece to it is the long-term process of improvement. We can take a piece of music and rehearse it for weeks and weeks and weeks towards a concert. It's not a short-term goal with an immediate result. Students have to really work towards long-term progress and thinking about checkpoints along the way before getting to that concert that they can then perform and receive that feedback from the audience.
That's a great point. Great point. Davis, how about from your perspective?
From my perspective, I think just the music program, we allow so much creativity from our students, and there's not always an outlet for students to express themselves. So being able to come to the classroom every day and be able to play an instrument, which is such a personal thing that some students are a little bit afraid at first to do it, I think it's just one of the great things that we have here at Amherst. Another thing that we have about the program here, at least from my point of view, and Eric kind of mentioned it, or Mr. Watts mentioned it a little bit earlier, is just the friends that you make in orchestra. When you start out in 5th grade, they're going to stay with you all the way up until 12th grade. And that's just when you're going into the junior high school or even the high school, those are people that you already know. And those are people, you might be a little bit afraid going to the high school not knowing everyone, but just having some friends that you know, that would make it just a little bit easier.
All right, thank you for sharing it. Chris, how about from your perspective as a band director?
I like being last because they already said it, so it makes my job easier.
You could just say ditto, right?
Right, ditto. But I do concur. One of the things I was going to say is the family atmosphere. The kids are with you for a long time, and even like from our 8th graders, some of the 8th graders coming up to high school. I just met with the 8th graders on Monday, so did Mr. Jan. One of the things we talked about is hey, 8th graders, when you're in the band, you're part of the family. So when you come up to the high school, you are already part of the building without even stepping into it yet. So that's a really good thing to tell our incoming freshmen is stick with band, stick with orchestra, stick with choir, because it's something that you've already done, and it's something that will make you feel at ease in the new building. The other part of it from an educational standpoint is music really develops the brain a little bit differently than anything else. And so it teaches the brain to problem solve, it teaches the brain to think outside the box, and then that transfers into the classroom. And studies have shown that students that are in music score higher in tests.
Absolutely.
Most of our National Honor Society is either in band, choir, or orchestra, or a combination of all of them, and theater as well. So the arts really do play an active role in our education here at Amherst.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for sharing those thoughts. And I'm just kind of curious here, and I thought it would be kind of neat to just kind of go through one at a time, but maybe if you could share with our viewers something that you would want them to know about your program, maybe something that most people don't realize or wouldn't think about. What would you want our community to know about choir, Eric?
So one of the neat things about choir that the community probably sees is that during Christmas time, a group like Madrigals being able to come out in the community and perform for holiday events, the holiday parade, go to retirement communities, nursing homes, and be able to sing for our community members who might not get a chance to see concerts. That's a really unique thing that we have. And one of the pieces that's also neat and I enjoy watching within our groups is the student leaders that we have. I create various resources for practice learning tracks and things of that nature, And we have so many students who take initiative to put in extra time to work with each other, to help each other, to really refine our performances and help to work towards improved concerts.
It's great. Great stuff. Davis.
The string program here, as you all might know, is a pretty young program. We're going on 5 years now. And with the program, so many people aren't really sure exactly where is the string program going to go in the future. And we're excited to, we want to have our students be more competitive. We want to participate in events like OMEA. We want our students to go on trips and things like that. And we haven't done that in the past, but we're in a spot now where we're looking to going into things such as that. Another cool thing about orchestra is we're not always just playing our instruments. We want to hit as many points on the music education spectrum as we can. So we are working on a composition project right now. So it's not just always an instrument. There's theory and there's other aspects that we look at and explore in our program.
Thank you.
I'm really excited because in our younger grades, we have one of the larger band numbers that we've had. We have about 130 fifth graders, 105 sixth graders, and seventh and eighth are equivalent to those numbers as well. So we're really excited in the next few years to see what's going to happen in the band program here. I did something a little bit different this year in statistics for my band, because a lot of people say, do I really want to do band or not? Band takes up a lot of time. And what I found is when you start doing data, and you start seeing what these kids are doing. Yeah, band kids do a lot, but there's time to do other things. For example, 40% of our students participate in more than one musical ensemble, whether that's jazz band or choir or something like that. We have 42% of the band that hold a job while in band. 42%, that's almost 50% of the band. And you figure that some of those are freshmen anyways that don't get a job. So that's pretty high. 52% of the band participates in at least one sport outside of band. 62% of the band participates in at least one club or activity outside of band and choir. 81% of the students participate in one honored level course. And we have 94 students participate in at least one sport, one club, one activity, or one honored level class. 94%. So the band kids find ways to do this other stuff. So you can be in choir, you can be in orchestra, you can be in band, and do all the other things that all the kids that aren't in that doing. So it shouldn't be a deterrent to stick with music in your education.
Absolutely. And those are impressive statistics when you really think about it. And in closing, I just want to take this opportunity to thank the three of you for your leadership with our music programs here in the Amherst schools. And clearly, our music programs across the board are a source of school pride and community pride. And I want to thank you so much for the work that you do day in and day out. And in closing, would like to thank you, our viewing audience, for your support of our music programs. It wouldn't be possible without your support. And as always, if you ever have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to give me a call at the board office. That number is 440-988-4406. Thanks again, and go Comets.